welcome to Hashtags on VOP TV. That's right, welcome to your number one trending show on you that comes to your screen literally every day. Well, we talk about everything trending from entertainment, politics, sport, business, and many more. Well, the show is just basically here to entertain, inform, and educate you about everything trending on social media. That's right, it is called Hashtags. Well, I am your host for today's edition. I am Kayla, and I'll be holding it down today. It is Monday. Let me start by saying happy Monday and happy new week. I know many people don't like Mondays. I'm not really a fan too, right? But it is what it is. We need to come to work, we need to deliver, and we need to get prepped for the new week, okay? So yes, happy Monday and happy Monday motivation. You know I always come here with a Monday motivation. Tell me what your Monday motivation is on our social media platforms at VOP TV Live. And on YouTube, you could tell us in the comment below at Voice Other People TV. What is that one quote or one thing that motivates you to go about your day and your week? Especially for a new week. Like, what do you start your Mondays with? Is it a song? Is it a Bible verse? Is it a popular quote? Is it a quote by your role model or by somebody that you cherish a lot? Well, you can definitely let us know on social media or on YouTube. Well, we've got a lot packed for you on hashtags today. We've got so much on today's edition. I mean, it's the new week, so we give you some hot topics from the weekend into the new week, okay? We've got all of that packed for you, and you do not want to miss out. We'll just go on this quick break, and when we return, we'll delve into so much that has been trending on social media all weekend into the new week. All right, do not go anywhere. It is still hashtags on VOP TV. Stay tuned. Welcome to Hashtag here on VOP TV. Welcome back, actually. Well, we've got a lot packed for you, like I said before the breather. And if you're just joining us, you're definitely welcome. You have not missed so much because we're about to get or delve into today's show. Like I said, we have so much popular, so much interesting and very funny hashtags that have been trending all weekend into this new week. And you cannot miss out on this, all right? So welcome to hashtags. Well, we've got so much packed. Let me start by just giving you a rundown of the hashtags that we've got on today's edition. Well, we've got the hashtag Peter Obi. Yes, the 2023 presidential candidate or former presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, is trending for very, very, very interesting reasons. Well, he did grant an interview recently on a very popular podcast too, by the way, and that has really triggered and stirred lots of reactions from netizens and just from social media users into, you know, even obedience. And we have that already, but we're not going to get into it just yet. We also have the hashtag Equatorial Guinea. If you know why this is trending, again, you would understand why I laughed. And if you know, you better laugh with me because we would definitely talk about it. It's on social media on why or what is my job than to bring it to your screens, okay? We also got the hashtag Monday motivation. You know it's Monday. We start off with a very, 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 very positive, positive hashtag and on a positive note as well, okay? We've also got an unfortunate one, the hashtag Quincy Jones. Yes, well, the musical legend and the music maestro is dead, unfortunately. Well, he's been trending all day because we got the news this morning. And unfortunately, the legend has passed away, but his legacy and his name still lives on. In fact, many netizens just reflected on so much great and amazing stuff that hashtag Quincy Jones has done in the past years. Okay, well, we're not going to start off with him yet. Let's start on a lighter note, on a more positive note. How about we start with our hashtag Monday motivation? Yes, it is Monday, like I said, before the break or before our initial break. And, this is just the peak of the week, the start of a new week, a start of everything, literally. Like Monday marks the start of going back to school, going back to work, accomplishing a couple other things that you've been wanting to accomplish or you're working on, and just so much. Monday really, really, really represents a lot. Basically the beginning of new phases, new things, and just everything new. Well, on social media, netizens do come online to just put out their Monday motivations that encourages them and that could also encourage another social media user, and a lot of them always just share their Monday motivation. So I definitely bring them to your screens because, well, who knows? A Monday motivation on hashtag can be a weekly motivation for you. That motivation could actually go very far and help you throughout your week. So yes, I definitely bring Monday motivation to your screens. And most importantly, guys, you could definitely tell me what your Monday motivation or your Monday motivational quote is. What is that quote that just helps you to get through your week and the start of the week? Well, let's get into netizens' reactions and what their Monday motivation quotes or motivational quotes are. Well, we have this one from Adelene Diamond says, you either go for the life you want or settle for the life you get. Hashtag Monday motivation. Look at that. Just take a look at that now. Yes, and we also have this one at fitness_wins. Yes, very, very, very important. This is fitness goals, copy motivation, Monday motivation goals. Well, this is something I really, 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 really got attracted to. And I said, let me bring it to you, my beautiful people. Let me bring it to you, the viewer. Well, this is something I know many, many, many people around the world deal with internally and secretly, and most of the times we don't really speak up, express, or express how we feel about our fitness journey, our weights, our weight journey. Either it's a weight loss journey or a weight gain journey. You could be on any type of journey, or basically you just want to stay fit irrespective of the size of your physical body. But yes, one thing you should also know is that it's never too late to start. You definitely could keep pushing on that fitness goal or that fitness journey you're working on. Either it is fitness, weight loss, I beg your pardon, or weight gain, or you're just trying to balance your diet or eat more healthy. It can be anything, just focus on yourself more, self-care, self-maintenance. Just know today is the right day to start somewhere. It could be for your weight loss or your weight gain, or basically for your diet. So yes, let's do this together. Well, we have another Monday motivational quote here on our hands. This is coming from Simanga. Simanga Mad says, no one really cares how hard you work, and no one cares what you do until you succeed at it. Happy Monday. Well, this is another very vital Monday motivational quote, and I definitely resonate with this because I think this is how my life and a couple other people's lives out there have been going. Nobody really cares what you do or how you do it. Sometimes we just want to see the results and the success. And that is really one thing about life that is, quite unfortunate, but it's the reality. Well, that's all we've got on hashtag Monday Motivation. We'll be going into our next hashtag. Well, let's go into Quincy Jones. Well, let's talk about the legend, I beg your pardon. Well, unfortunately, Quincy Jones has died at the age of 91. Well, it's very unfortunate. It is not something I want to talk about. This is such an amazing musical art. He's an art, literally. He's a legend. Many artists globally have definitely benefited from Quincy Jones one way or the other. Our millennials could definitely relate with his music, his sound, his art, and with what he has done in the music industry globally. Many millennials would basically know most of his songs. You all do know the pop star and the pop king, Michael Jackson. Well, Quincy Jones produced a couple of Michael Jackson songs, and Michael Jackson he's known as one of the best in the world, in the whole wide world. Michael Jackson still lives on. His legacy still lives on. And Quincy Jones was one of those creatives on Michael Jackson's, legacy and his career while he was alive. Well, the legendary and multifaceted music producer known for his work with icons like Michael Jackson, Frank Sinatra, and Ray Charles passed away yesterday. Well, it's quite unfortunate. Many other celebrities globally have come out to just share their condolences. They have commiserated with the family of Quincy Jones, commiserated with his, people, and definitely a lot of netizens have come out also just basically talk about the legend and how much he really helped us, helped some of our childhood music, and also helped to just make some very, very, very legendary music worldwide. So yes, well, we did some see some celebrities commiserate and share their condolences, like Morgan Freeman. And many netizens had one or two beautiful things to say about the legend. Well, we'll be taking a look at some hit songs that Quincy Jones produced, or hit songs by Michael Jackson that Quincy Jones produced. Well, you all do know the song by Michael Jackson, Billie Jean. Well, that song actually did come out on set in the 1978 movie titled The Wiz. And yes, Quincy Jones and Michael Jackson did an amazing one with Billie Jean. They also teamed up again for 1982's Thriller. If you all know Thriller by Michael Jackson, then I mean, come on, it's Quincy Jones we're talking about here. Like Thriller, everybody danced to Thriller when we were younger. And yes, definitely Quincy Jones did that one. He also had some very interesting hits with Frank Sinatra, Come Fly With Me. He had amazing ones with Leslie Gore, It's My Party. He produced another amazing song by Dinah Washington, Mad About the Boy. And many more songs. Michael Jackson's Beat It, and just to mention a few. Well, we cannot deny that Quincy Jones was quite a legend, and his legacy still lives on. Long live Quincy Jones, rest in peace. Well, from my team here in Hashtags, we commiserate with Quincy Jones, the Jones family, and his team. Well, it's quite unfortunate, but yes, so let's get to see netizens' reaction to the demise of the legend Quincy Jones. Well, we've got a couple reactions here on social media and what a couple celebrities, like I said, had to say. This one is at Morgan_Freeman. The actor, the legendary actor as well, says, "Today we say goodbye to the legendary Quincy Jones, a musical giant whose genius reshaped our world and left an enduring legacy. Rest well, Quincy. #legend." Well, yes, that's what Morgan Freeman had to say about Quincy. This is also from The Weeknd. The Weeknd says, "The reason," with a heart-shaped emoji. "Thank you for everything, Mr. Quincy Jones." Well, I definitely would actually agree with The Weeknd on this one. Thank you. Thank you, Quincy Jones. Well, that is a couple of reactions we've got on social media of Quincy Jones. Well, you definitely know that Quincy Jones definitely made a statement in the music industry globally, like I said. Well, let's move on to our next hashtag, which is the hashtag Peter Obi. Yes. Well, Peter Obi, the former presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the 2023 general elections, Peter Obi, and the former Anambra State governor, is trending for an interview. He did an interview in a very, 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 very popular podcast here in Nigeria. And a couple of things he said on the interview has definitely gotten netizens' reactions, and he has gotten a lot of reactions from just many people in the country. Yes, basically, Peter Obi is trending over comments that were made on this podcast. Well, let's take a listen to what Peter Obi said. We are going to listen to this particular clip of Peter Obi and what he had to say in this video or in this interview. Then we'll get into netizens' reactions and why they are reacting that way.
Bless hard work. God can bless productivity. God can bless an industry. God cannot bless somebody who is sleeping. Anybody who you got alert from praying should be arrested.
Very dark man.
I said, listen, these are entertainers that should not be brought into the politics. It's entertainment.
All right. Well, those are just a couple of the things he said from this interview. Unfortunately, we could not take the whole interview because it's quite very, very, very long, I must say. And I'm definitely sure that if you want to see more of the video, you could check other platforms to see more of that interview. But well, certain things, like I said, that the former presidential candidate stated in this interview has stirred up reactions and emotions on social media, I must say. Well, one of the statements that was made by the former Anambra State governor was, he said he gave suggestions to convert church vigils into night shifts. And a lot of people are saying, why do many politicians or just many, elites like to speak down on, religious situations and religious matters? And why did he have to bring in night shift or use night shift to, I mean, I beg your pardon, why did he bring a church vigil to make his point known? He could have used other examples, and many netizens did not resonate with these statements that were made by the former Anambra State governor. You know, he also mentioned that people that say they make it and say that God, you know, bless them, should be arrested. You know, he made other statements like we played initially for you to hear. Well, these are certain statements that have been made by the former presidential candidate of in the Labour Party. And, well, like I said, this has stirred reactions. However, Peter Obi has responded to the reactions on social media. Like I said, it's gotten a lot of youths. You know, basically in the 2023 presidential election in Nigeria, we saw the massive and huge turnout of the youth. And ever since then, we've seen the youths very intricately involved in politics and involved, you know, in our elections. And that was one election we can say that the youth definitely tripped out in en masse, basically en masse. And now looking at one of the major presidential candidates from that election, stating certain things, you know, some of the youths on social media do not resonate with, has caused different reactions. Well, Peter Obi has come out to say that his suggestion to convert church vigils into night shifts have been misinterpreted. Well, like I said, he came under heavy criticism following his interview on a podcast released yesterday. Well, Peter Obi, while emphasizing that Nigeria suffers from poverty and is unproductive as a result of two factors, he stated that politics and religion are those factors. While Obi argued that too much time was being spent attending church services from Monday to Friday. Basically, if you use that time you're putting into attending church service to work and production, the country wouldn't be as poor and impoverished as it is right now. I believe that's what the former governor was trying to say. However, like he said, he said his statement was misinterpreted, and I believe he was trying to say his statement was misconstrued. You know, his media aide released a statement today, Ibrahim Umar, stating that the former governor, I beg your pardon, said his account was twisted and blown out of proportion. Yes, well, that's what he said. And he said, well, basically, it is not like that. It is not how we saw it or how we took it. I mean, I'm talking about us as viewers now. We just all viewed that particular interview, clips of the interview on social media, and it's like, oh, okay, this is what the former presidential candidate had to say. Like I said, some netizens did come out to say their opinion about those videos and those statements. And let's get their reactions on social media. Well, Chidima92 says, criticizing Peter Obi when Tinubu is your president is beyond stupid. Okay, I believe this is her reaction towards the criticism that is being thrown at the former governor. Well, at 30 Music says, Peter Obi's number one mistake is trying to speak to Nigerians from a place of common sense. Okay, well, that is something interesting. At Clinton Card says, all Peter Obi is saying is that we put too much time in relying on God to spiritually solve problems that can easily be solved physically with brains and manpower. Shekina. Okay, I guess this is like a spokesperson or interpreter for Peter Obi. Well, this is at Peter Obi right now. Well, this was a news early today that the president's wife and the NSA, National Security Advisor, Nuhu Ribadu, were to lead national prayers for the state of the, due to the state of the nation and due to the economic hardship. And this is a video of this is a video of this man just reacting in a funny way, and people are saying this is what Peter Obi has been saying, like, prayers cannot take away economic hardship. It cannot take away crisis, economic crisis. And we know Peter Obi has been very outspoken, expressive, and verbose, and the economic challenges that are bedeviling the nation at the moment. So you definitely know that Peter Obi will react when he sees such a news. The president's wife and NSA want to lead national prayers. Why? Let us be productive. Let's work, because that is mostly what Peter Obi speaks about, and they're all on his platforms and social media platforms. Well, yes, that is really it for Peter Obi. He has come out to say, well, it's not really like that. I believe my statement was taken out of proportion and misconstrued. But yes, that is not the case. Well, let's get into our final hashtag of the evening. Before we call it a wrap on the show, well, I said hashtag Equatorial Guinea. It has been trending since yesterday night. Yes, since Sunday night. And I laughed initially, but I need to be serious now because I need to give you all the tea as it dey hot. Simple. That's all I can say. Well, this is very interesting. The Equatorial Equatorial Guinea is trending because of the financial crime chief. So you do know, as in Nigeria now, we have EFCC. You know, we have ICPC. The head of EFCC is Ola Olukoyede. Yes, that is his name, Ola Olukoyede. So he basically, you know, they look into intricate and complex crime, criminal corruption cases, whether in a political status or just civilian status. That is what the EFCC's job is basically about, just to break it down to the form or to the simplest form. That is what the Economic Financial Crimes Commission does in Nigeria. However, in Equatorial Guinea, they have their own Financial Crimes Commission, and the chief of their Financial Crime Commission has been trending. Basically, this young man here with his face on social media, on the internet, has been trending because he is the chief and he's the head, basically the chairperson of the Financial Crimes Commission in Equatorial Guinea, and has been trending due to setting very interesting videos that have been put online. So, well, let's give you all a history. Let's give you the antecedent to this particular trend. Well, his name is Baltasar Ebang Ekonga. He is the Director General of Equatorial Guinea's National Financial Investigation Agency, ANIF. And he has found himself in a scandal worthy of a spy movie or at least a reality show. I definitely have to tell you, this is worth a very interesting reality show. Well, originally, the particular chairperson or this particular Director General of the Financial Investigation Agency was under investigation and scrutiny by the government because he was alleged of involving himself and some other officers in financial malfeasance, in corruption, and many other criminal cases. So, you know, setting politicians and the lawmakers in the country came out to speak up and said, I think we need to investigate and just basically investigate this particular man. We believe and we think, or we can say that he's involved in financial malfeasance, he is involved in corruption and, you know, abuse of office and many more, basically in financial corruption and crime. Well, this was what these lawmakers stated about this particular man, Mr. Ekonga. And the particular, you know, agency took over the investigation. They said, all right, we'll get into investigating this particular chairperson and see if these allegations that have been posed at him are genuinely, you know, they're true or they have been proving true. However, the agency that proceeded in investigating and scrutinizing these allegations found something very, very, guys, look at the way I emphasize my very, very interesting. Because, I mean, these are allegations that were posed at the chief of the agency, the Financial Investigation Agency, that, okay, basically we think he is doing some things that are not appropriate within his office. Let's investigate that. And instead of investigating and prosecuting this young man, well, we found interesting videos of him with over 400 tapes on in his personal files. Well, these files were finally released on the internet and they have been going viral. When I say they have been going viral, basically there were videos found with him and 400, should I say 400 women? Yes, we saw videos of him with over 400 women, and he has videos with him and every of these females. Basically, he does, you know, he does engage in sex tapes and every intimate section or affair he has with anybody, he usually films them. And this was what the agency that was going ahead, or the agency that was investigating his case, found out. They found out over 400 sex tapes of the Financial Investigation Chief of Equatorial Guinea. Well, this is interesting. Unfortunately, we can't take some of those. We can't take any of the videos because they are definitely inappropriate for you and for our viewers abroad. But yes, we definitely have a couple reactions from social media. Netizens have been on and on and on and on about this young man's case. By the way, if I did not mention, he is married. Yes, he is married, and he is obviously with children. He has 6 kids with his wife. Aside his wife and his 6 kids, he definitely he has children outside with some of those other women that he has been in intimate relationships with. He also has been accused of incest, accused of sleeping with at least 6 or 8 of his staff, yes, his employees that are women. He is being accused of possibly, this is allegations, guys. These are all allegations. They are not confirmed yet, but he's also been accused of sexually transmitting and disease and infections to some of those women as well. And basically, when I tell you the Equatorial Guinea government, Guinean government is currently investigating this man's life. Now, they're no more, I believe they have even put the financial investigation, crimes investigation to one side. Now they're investigating him, his health, to find out if he has any form of infections, disease, whatsoever that are also transmittable via, sex and intimate relationship. And they're also investigating many things about the young man, Mr. Ekongo. Well, these are very interesting informations these are the informations you need to know about this young man here. This is his wife and his 6 beautiful kids. Yes. Well, he may have an interesting fantasy, and his fantasy may just be what he does, which is filming himself. But let's get into reactions on social media. Well, this is at Contro says, the Equatorial Guinea man is repugnant. He had unprotected sex with hundreds of women, fathered multiple kids outside his home, and committed incest. Disgusting. He deserves to rot in jail. Okay, we also have, as the JS Billion says, Equatorial Guinea's financial crime chief, Baltasar Ekonga, slept with most of the government official wives. Okay, that is an interesting information. Well, this is at a G for Gucci says, Equatorial Guinea Honorable, whenever he enters office, you all don't want to know what that video says. It is completely absurd. Yes. But this is also, as one bongo idea says, the fact that the Equatorial Guinea officer was able to sleep with 6 out of the 8 female workers in his office proves that you shouldn't trust a woman who works in a corporate setting. She might look nice and accomplished, but usually the meat belongs to the boss. Okay. Well, these are reactions on social media, and that is what they had to say about this very interesting information of the Equatorial Guinean officer. That is a lot. If you ask me, that is a lot. Over 400 tips? Guys, what is happening? Well, that is all we could take on hashtags today. This is where we definitely draw the cutting on today's edition of hashtags. Many thanks for watching. Do not forget to follow us on social media at VOP TV Live. Comment down below specifically on my last hashtag. What do you think about that officer? What do you think should be done to him? What do you think should be, what steps do you think the government should take against this particular, government official, and what should be of his outcome, basically. So let me know what you think about him and his actions and what should be done to him. Well, you could definitely follow us on YouTube at Voice of the People TV. I am your host, Kayla. Bye for now.